This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening. Hello and welcome to the 10 for 10 podcast. I am your host, Dan. And
one of them?
Dan. One of the hosts, Dan. I'm joined here by
me, Jess.
There we go. And today we have a very special friend with us in our high-tech podcasting studio.
Stop saying that.
The Dan Cave, let's say. It's our friend.
You know he wanted this to be a man.
Mimi. Hi. Let's gain this bread, y'all.
Me, Marina. Am I right?
This bread.
Mm-hmm. Stop. You have been stopped.
All right.
You
I'll
okay?
sort myself out. How's it looking?
No, I was just double checking like the levels and everything since we're recording all around one tiny microphone.
Should we all have
tiny? It's just one microphone.
Yeah, I wish we could all have our own microphones,
we all just,
but
like,
my
get in
computer
really
is
close.
It can't take that. At least with USB mics, I need like a whole new setup and everything. That's expensive.
Yeah,
this is what we got.
You gotta work yourself up to 3 mics. You know, you gotta start small.
It's like 50 joule.
I'm doing like 100 Nick right now.
100 Nick?
Anyway, today we can continue. Today is the
It's
anticipated
Christmas, guys.
finale of our Christmas specials.
It's not a finale, is it?
Well, yeah, because we're only.
Also, this is
the
like
last
Christmas
one
specials. This is just movies.
Wow.
of our Christmas special.
This is the grand.
Are we taking a break
Spanning
for
2
Christmas,
weeks.
by the way? Yes, thank you.
Is this all being recorded right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how
Yes.
podcasts work.
So watch your mouth.
All right.
Watch your profanity. No, I curse all the time on here.
Can I get my coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We're recording this the earliest we've ever recorded, not only in terms of like how far away it is from the release date. We're recording this on a Saturday, but also recording in the morning, which I don't think we've ever
All right, guys,
done.
it's past 11 o'clock. I don't think we can say, oh
It's
my God,
brunch.
it's so early. It's like the morning right now.
Yeah, this is a brunch
It's 11:11. Make a wish, bitch.
This is a nice midday conversation.
Okay, Grandma.
It's working lunch.
Gam.
This is NPR.
Prairie Home Companion.
Why can't we just be the
NPR.
Archers? That's what I want to be.
What is it?
I don't
Fresh
know.
air. That's it.
I don't listen to NPR.
Okay. Anyway, today's episode is going to be concerning the top 15, I guess we would say.
Each
top
of us
5.
have made our own top 5 list of Christmas movies.
The best Christmas movies
Likely we
out
will
there.
overlap at least 1 or 2 times, which is
And there's
fine.
nothing wrong with that. If we do
so we
overlap,
will. It's
do
fine.
we just go together?
No, just
No.
don't say, and then when it gets to it on your list, just be like, and this is
Yeah, if
where
it's
it is
not
on
the
mine,
same number,
but you
yeah,
don't have to
yeah.
like re-explain the whole
Okay,
thing.
great.
So we're gonna start by going like each of us will say our number 5 and like explain like one at a time, and then we'll do number 4. We're not just gonna each do our list like full. So who wants to start with their 5th?
Well, how about we all do our honorable mentions and dishonorable mentions? We'll just do it quick.
I only have I technically have 2 dishonorable mentions.
Pick one. So I
Bores
have
me more.
3 honorable mentions. I didn't put them on the list, but they're all for kind of the same
That's
reason.
more than half.
Whatever. Black Christmas, Gremlins, and Krampus. All of which are great movies, but I just didn't put them on because
Krampus is wonderful.
they're spooky, which is great, but they don't really hold up
Krampus
compared to some of the other movies.
I hear you on your Gremlins. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a pretty classic one.
That movie did scare me when I was little.
Me too.
I can't say that like
And it was
I felt
going to be
wholesome
darker.
feels. Yeah.
Oh, what were you gonna?
Yeah,
They're gonna be
It was
even
actually
more
written
murdery.
by
How are they
Christopher
gonna, like,
Columbus.
kill, like, the
Chris
mom?
Columbus, yeah, the guy who went on to
The
direct.
man who discovered America.
He went on to direct
Jesus
Home
Christ.
Alone's, I think 1 and 2, and then the boring Harry Potter movies.
But
The first
okay.
2.
Well, that's what
But yeah, his original script was fucking
wasn't-
savage. It involved the Gremlins hanging his dog. Actually, like, you know, in the movie, like, they hang him,
Jesus.
like, they do hang the dog, but, like, it's not, like,
It's
that.
like a fun way. He's okay.
He's not dead. They just kind of, like, string him up in Christmas lights. But no, in that, they involved him killing his dog, then cutting his mom's head off and throwing it down the stairs and then putting it in a
This
microwave.
is an honorable mention, so we're not actually talking about this movie.
And then have we all do honorable mentions? I mean, do you guys have any honorable mentions?
Yeah.
You do?
I mean, like, it's a dishonorable mention.
Oh, well, no.
okay.
Okay.
We'll do the dishonorable.
Well,
And then my
save that for
dishonorable
later.
mention, which is a shitpost movie, fucking The Polar Express. I hate that movie so much.
Oh, God. Is that
It is so... Sorry. To me, it is...
I have a feeling it's on someone's list here.
It is just boring.
Okay. That's all you have to say. All you have to say is, I don't like this movie. My movie that I do not like because I think I had to watch it so many times when I was little is definitely National Lampoon's Christmas.
Christmas Vacation.
Because I don't even like it enough to say the whole thing. There is another one, but I guess I won't say that one. I'll just state that I don't like it when I know that it's going to be on someone's list because it will be the other one. Sorry, guys. I know people love it and it's like
And
classic,
memes,
but I
what's your
can't
dishonorable
stand it.
mention?
My dishonorable mention is The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen. Because any movie where Santa Claus has like some futuristic technology is just like automatically terrible.
So like
It's
Elf as
magic.
well?
No, Elf. It's
We'll get to it,
protected.
we'll get to
Elf is perfectly all right, but they kill Santa Claus, and they're okay with it.
Danny Gonzalez just did a really good video
There's a
about
possibility that we'll
the
talk
Santa
about the
Claus.
Santa Claus in a little while. Okay.
I think that we're raising some tensions here right now.
It's okay.
So let's open it up. I will
going
kick it
first?
off. Yeah, I guess with my number 5. My number 5 is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
I
which
hate
was
it.
released December 1st, 1989. Stars
sorry.
Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Randy Quaid. Mainly my big reasons for why it's on my list. It's got like a huge, well, in terms of what I ranked my list based on, like kind of impact, similarly to my Christmas specials, impact, relevance to Christmas, the importance of
It
Christmas
doesn't even
and the
take
stories.
place on Christmas.
That's my
I'm
one.
just saying.
That's my one. Well, it's set in the Christmas season, but that's my one.
Doesn't take place on Christmas.
My one minus is that there's no actual scene set on Christmas Day.
Oh, wow, that's an interesting observation.
Yeah. Like it's all about the lead up to Christmas and then there's no payoff.
They blue balled you.
Yeah. So anyway, it has a huge cult following. It's probably
It's not a cult following. It plays on repeat. Like everyone watches it. It's not a cult.
It's like
following.
a cult.
No, it's not. It's like everyone watches it.
Okay, got
It's
a huge,
not like a small following.
huge following.
There you go.
It's probably the second most merchandised Christmas movie ever made. You always see like the mugs with the moose guy on it.
Wally?
Yeah, Wally the
Moose.
something. Wally World. The Wally World Christmas mugs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's an all-around good time. There are solid jokes. It's kind of endlessly quotable. There's a lot of great moments in there. Because it's more of like just like the way that they set it up.
He empties the septic tank in the lawn.
The way that they set it up.
Uncle
too
Eddie.
real.
Yeah,
My brother dressed as Uncle. My brother and my cousin both on Christmas dressed in an Uncle Eddie outfit, like with like white turtleneck with a dickie underneath, so you could see like the outline. The hair like slicked down, pants up high, tucked in. Yeah, it was beautiful.
It's one of my favorite.
I respect my brother.
I guess like the way that they set it up. Like with the advent calendars, it's more of just like a series of like small vignettes, like each related to like the Christmas season, like with an overarching story. But that allows for a nice kind of little solid, I guess like 5-10 minutes.
I just remember that I do have an honorable mention. I'll talk
of
about
like
that.
well-written jokes, just kind of like a Saturday Night Live sketch, basically. It's got like kind of the fucking main theme. Oh my god, it's such an earworm. It just sticks with you. And I think that's pretty
is it?
admirable.
Can you sing it for us?
It's the time of year. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da for Christmas vacation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it just like
now
it sticks with
It's
you.
nothing in my head is registered. I think I blocked it out. I think I blocked it out.
It nicely captures the family heatedness in the hecticness.
Hectic.
Sorry, I hand wrote this one.
They all like hate each other.
In the
Like,
lead
there's
up-
so many movies about like them like being miserable and hating each other. I'm just saying.
in the lead
They all
up to
hate each other.
Christmas. Not the Griswolds. It's like all of like the
Their children are miserable.
additional family members. like the hecticness of family, like staying over for Christmas. It's got a goofball hero that you kind of root for. You want to see him, succeed and like have
Chevy
his
Chase.
nice. And he is played by Chevy Chase, who, while he is kind of generally a dick, he is still really funny. Like
I always thought he was just.
he's a funny guy.
Just kind of
He's
like
a funny guy. He's a cool guy.
So that's my number 5 is National Lampoons. What's your honorable mention?
Just Friends.
Oh fuck yeah! I always forget about
What
that.
what even movie is
It
that?
has Ryan Reynolds. It has a not super famous, at the time at least. Why can't I think of her name? Used to be married to Chris Pratt.
She was famous at that point.
Oh yeah,
Not like
she's got
too,
divorced.
but got like a lot more.
Anna Faris?
Anna Faris.
No, she'd already
Had
been in
Amy
like
Smart.
a ton of the scary movie
Yeah,
movies.
but
made
I
her
mean,
famous.
like for like actual like regular movies, she was really only in like the scary movies
True.
at that point. And Amy Smart, and it's excellent.
I think
And I
remember
kind of
seeing
forgot that
the-
it took place over Christmas, and yes, we do get Christmas on it.
Yeah,
So honorable mention.
it actually goes all the way through New Year's. So it's a good New Year's movie as well.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. A smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
All right, Jess, your turn.
Oh, my number 5 is Elf. It's Elf
That one.
in 2003.
Yeah.
About Buddy the Elf. He's searching. He thinks
the
that
man.
he's an elf because he crawled into Santa's sack when he was a baby
Don't we all?
from an orphanage, and then one of the elves raised him as his own, Papa Elf. First name not given.
First name Papa, last name Elf.
Yes, and then they tell him that he's not actually an elf, and it's like he's shocked. Which that was probably the dumbest part of the movie to me, where I'm like, Buddy, I'm sorry. It's so obvious. And then he goes on a search for his real father. And finds like the meaning of Christmas all over, and helps the city of New York believe.
Assault some children.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
and Zooey Deschanel is in it, almost unrecognizable with her blonde hair, no bangs. Never like
That's quite
That's
the
a-
look.
she looks so
it has a
different.
musical as well.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a musical.
Yeah.
it was on in New York.
It's a
I think
quality.
it was on Broadway.
I don't know. It's just a movie. It just brings me. It makes me happy. Like when I see it,
Brings you.
I love it.
Which is a pretty
And it's very
bold-
quotable.
A bold move to have like a seasonal, like have a Broadway show set like so
During
inclined,
Christmas.
like
Yeah.
because there's also
Like the Rockettes don't go year round.
there's
Yeah.
also
they have different
Irving
shows and
Berlin's
stuff.
White Christmas, which did really well for like 2 years or something. That's a risk, man.
Yeah, so with Elf, like I don't know why, it's just like it's very memorable. Like if you see it, like
sticks with
you are most likely gonna remember the movie like very clearly. It's very quotable, very famous quotes.
Yeah.
Like that looks like a Christmas tree, and bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. It's just like it's wholesome. It's overall wholesome.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that movie for a while because I had a bad
know you
viewing
didn't.
experience because I went to the Highway Theater.
Our small theater from where we grew
from
up.
where we used to live.
our small
And
Pennsylvania
it was
town.
like this whole, it was like showing 4 kids. And I was still a kid. I was like 4th grade, but like, God, it was just such a terrible,
everyone just, like, annoying in the
everyone's
theater?
just so
Talking.
loud.
That-
and
Yeah, I always hate it when like I
was
end
my
up
first
not
time
being able to
seeing it,
enjoy
so I
a
was
movie
like,
because
fuck,
of
I
like
hate
the
this.
audience that I'm with. That's always like the worst because then I'm like I feel bad because maybe I did like the movie, but I just can't tell because I was so annoyed the entire time.
that's like the only time I've ever walked out of a movie. I left because I just didn't, I wasn't
Did you just like
getting
walk
anything.
home? Or?
No, I just went to the used bookstore across the street that used to be there.
Wow, that
I just went in there and
long
then
time
went
ago.
home.
It's just like it's a happy movie. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
love that. I love that
And it
for you.
has a guy. Shit, I can't remember his name. The one that plays his dad, McCann, like the actor. He was in The Godfather. So
Oh, wow.
you
Yeah.
know,
Quite
he
a
played
robust
Sonny
cast.
Corleone. Somebody Corleone.
massacre, my boy.
Where's Sonny?
Was it Sonny or like Lonnie?
There's
It was,
Sonny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who he played. James McCann. It was James McCann. That's it.
Perhaps.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, it's. And then
Which is like strange for like it's like so he went. I mean, like it's just like good for him. Like he's still like wants to do like fun shit. He was also sorry. Side note: I was watching Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs too with the kids that I watch, and he voices like the dad in that too. And I was like
James
James
Sonny.
Caan, not James McCann.
What?
It's James Caan.
Con? It's Con? Okay, sorry.
Related to Madeline Kahn?
That's how I would have
Sorry.
recognized it.
It's my bad. Oh, there it is. Yeah. But yeah. So like good for him. And Bob Newhart played Papa.
And the mom who plays the best moms.
Mary.
And Leon Redbone is in it too.
It's like Mary Steenburgen or something.
Mary
Steenburgen. That's it. She's like the mom of moms. Her,
All right, memes.
Her and Allison Janney.
Right.
Like,
You were the first person to come on the show with your own list. How do you feel about that?
I'm like really nervous, and I have like coffee.
and like, do you see how different ours were? Like, Dan gets more into like the like specific stuff, where I'm just kind of like, this is how I feel about it.
No, and see, I resonate.
So it's
with
okay.
that
We can do
a lot.
whatever.
I definitely am open to input on this.
Okay.
My number 5 is Love Actually.
Oh, shit.
I feel like I haven't seen this one much, but when
number 5?
yeah, it's my number 5 because it's not like one that I grew up with, but it's one that when I saw
I'm letting
it,
you know now that's on everyone's list.
as it should be. It like I feel like it just captures.
It's wholesome and it makes you like feel.
No. Yeah, it does. It's wholesome and it makes you feel good.
Okay, yes. Who do you like in it? Like, what storyline is your favorite? Because there are many different storylines.
Okay, this is I just want to make sure. This is the one where Martin Freeman was like...
Oh, yeah, he was a body double.
He was in that movie.
He was like
he's
a body double for like a porn,
no, for just like regular like movies, but it's like if there's like a sex scene, he would be like the body double
for the lighting and everything.
Yeah.
And that one, I feel like that just like, I have that image like burned into my memory.
So that's the one that you resonates most with you?
Well, no, not that specifically. I just also think like that all around, I love like the multiple storylines because I like
Christmas is all around us.
Yeah, I just gotta like I need like
didn't
to
know
keep
that
moving.
Love is All Around is an actual song.
Yeah,
I thought that
it
was
came
made
on
up for the movie.
We were watching like a movie or something, and that song came on. And Dan was like, "Is this? Or where were?"
It was just like on the radio.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
Dan was like, "Why is this playing? This is from Love Actually."
I mean,
it's a
that
real
was
song.
like I mean, it could be written for the movie
Yeah.
and it could still be on the radio.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not
very
performed by
Billy Mack.
No,
That's what he's called.
the
Bobby
actor.
Mack.
Oh,
Bill
Bill Nye.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, who is he? Oh, he's like the guy with the face,
Yeah.
he was in Harry Potter.
2 eyes.
Everyone in that movie went on to eventually be in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I
90% of that.
I think that like every British
That
actor
and Blackadder.
has been in Love Actually and Harry Potter. I think like if you were in one, you were also
Like, the
in
thing is, like,
the other.
Who else went on to be in Harry Potter?
Emma
From Love
Thompson,
Actually.
Love
Actually.
Alan Rickman.
Those are like the only 3.
No, there's more.
Like,
There's more.
yeah.
There are. Hold on.
No, there aren't.
I wrote it.
No one else in that movie was in Harry
Daniel,
Potter.
don't argue
There's
with
at least 4.
No?
Oh, wait.
But like, I mean,
Am I thinking
for
of
the
a different
most
movie?
part,
But,
like,
yeah.
You're thinking of
they just-
Blackadder.
No. I've never seen it. All right.
they share actors.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so that's my number 5.
Solid.
Yeah.
Not my number 4 is... Oh, I have to just get it up on Wikipedia so I can tell you when it came out.
Yeah, please.
We'll say the name.
Anyway,
I
I'll
might
say
have
what
the-
it is. Yeah,
I might
it's,
have the year.
I doubt it. It's A Christmas Story.
No, because guys, that was going to be my other dishonorable mention.
Yeah, I would put that on my dishonorable
I
list
can't
as well.
do
I'm
it.
with you
I
there,
can
Jess.
quote the shit out of it, but I can't sit down
Yeah.
and watch
And enjoy
it. It
it.
hurts my soul.
Wow. Anyway, it came out November 18th, 1983.
It's my friend's birthday.
This is just a fucking iconic movie.
Not 83, 94.
It's got... I would say this is probably the most merchandised Christmas movie.
Oh,
my
yeah.
brother
By far.
just turned 34, and his fiance bought him the bunny
Outfit.
pajama, whatever thing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like one family in America that doesn't have like a leg lamp.
Yeah, like the
of
leg
some-
lamp.
Or like an ornament of it. I think
Yeah.
an ornament of it.
Exactly, like in some way.
They make like
be
mugs
Italian.
out of it.
Yeah, it's very quotable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
More
movie.
quotable than National Lampoons.
Yeah. The villain's really cool. Like he's got like the wolf theme from Peter and the Wolf.
Oh, the kid villain.
Yeah, that
It's
actor
like there's a
follows
villain
me
in
on
this
Twitter.
movie? Can you call
Maybe
him
it's
a
more of an
villain?
antagonist
What?
than a villain.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not so much a villain.
yeah. Well,
He's not.
I would say he's more of an antagonist than a
antagonist,
Sorry,
not
more
a
of a villain than an antagonist
No,
because
he's
he
just a
doesn't
little
really
shit
start
kid.
like anything.
But also, he gives redheads a bad rap.
Yeah.
Don't you give yourselves a bad
Anyway, that actor follows me on
They don't
Twitter,
go on Reddit.
which is strange.
Wow, good for you.
It's just like out of the blue.
Congrats.
There's like sometimes like random like famous people like just like follow people. I got followed by Lafayette from True Blood before he passed away, like a year or two like before, and I was just like, this isn't is it? And then I clicked on it. I was like, it's him.
He was just like,
really random.
I like this girl. I'm gonna
Nelson
follow
Ellis,
her.
Or Ellis Nelson. I can't remember.
So
sorry.
So it's
Shit
merchandisable. Second word.
And the way that it's presented very similarly to National Lampoon is it's very vignette-y. It's like specific instances
That's why I hated it.
coming up to Christmas time for like Ralphie and his family. And Ralphie himself
Also,
is
I hate the name Ralphie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ralphie! I hate it.
He's a very relatable lead.
He's a relatable guy.
Because everybody, kind of remembers that one Christmas or birthday or whatever where they just had like the one thing that they just really, really wanted, and everyone was like, I don't know, you're
You'll
gonna
shoot
get
your
that.
eye out.
Or even that, just like, that shit parents would pull with like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna get that, and you're like,
But I want to get that.
top that.
Top
But after all, you're still my dad.
I think the comedy still holds up pretty well. I think it's still a pretty funny movie. Even after a couple viewings or multiple, or 24 hours of watching it. Does a great job at creating a Christmas time atmosphere. Like the lens that they use specifically, like kind of a filter on it to give it like that kind of glow that it has about it.
Yeah, I hate that about it.
Wow.
That kind of like vintage, like memories.
And kind of like a sweet.
Alone in the moon. Thank you.
A sweet, like kind of like innocent, nostalgic twist. Which is fantastic.
Kind of bring that
and
forward.
this one even also has its own musical as well. Like another risky bet. But I will say, as a negative, as Jess pointed out, it does face a lot of overexposure and saturation.
Yes. It literally plays for 24 hours long.
And that's why it's only number 4.
Yeah, that is kind of why it's only number 4.
All right. My number 4?
Your number 4.
Get
My
it.
number 4 is, The Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
1994 with Tim Allen, who plays Scott Calvin. He accidentally, murders Santa. Wow.
It seems pretty
Because
planned
he
out.
thinks there's a robber on his roof, because naturally he doesn't believe in Santa, because he's a grown man. He is, taken to, the North Pole that, night, with this, sun and all, blah, blah, blah. Shit happens. He wakes up, thinks it was just a dream, though. But over the course of the year, coming up to the next Christmas, he getting fat. He getting the beard. His hair turning white. He becoming the Santa Claus. Also, I didn't really get the Santa Claus when I was little. I didn't realize that it meant, the lawyer.
We'll say one negative of this movie is now
thing.
everybody spells Santa Claus wrong. They always put an E at the end.
I don't know. I just I always loved it. It wasn't. I don't know. It's wholesome, and his son is the one who really it really helps his son a lot, because his son is Dad, no, you are Santa. Nobody believes him. The parents start to think that his mom and his stepdad sort of Neil with them sweaters.
Fuck Neil.
But then I the second 2 movies, Neil, he's all right.
It's
but
good, it gets better.
he
A redemption
just.
arc.
He's played by Judge Reinhold.
I always felt bad for the son, because I'm believe him, bitch. And we got the elf Bernard, the head elf, and I was yes, Bernard. I had a crush on Bernard, definitely.
Isn't Bernard...
He's the teenage elf.
I know, but isn't he in something else? Isn't he in the Big Bang Theory? Or something?
What?
No. I'm thinking of the kid from National Lampoon's
Don't
Christmas
hurt me
Vacation.
like this.
He was in Big Bang Theory. Bernard the elf. He's just in. He shows up
stuff.
in random stuff. Yeah. I think he plays Sam's older brother in. I think the character's name is Sam in Freaks and Geeks. One of the nerds.
Anyway,
his older brother.
But I thought it was always really funny when the police arrested him, and while they're interrogating him, they keep asking him what his name is, because they're you're Scott Calvin, and he's Santa Claus, Saint Nick, Papa Gijo. It just goes on with every different version of Santa Claus. And I think me and brother can do that at each other for as long as possible.
I hate
But no, I just always thought it was so funny, like, as a kid, when I was like, they arrested Santa Claus! You can't do that!
But, I mean, like...
It was great.
I don't know, I just feel like the whole idea of, like,
Murdering
Santa Claus dying, and then the elves being like, alright, like, this is the new man, let's do this, we're rolling
But when you say
like,
futuristic technology, like, what did you mean? It was magic.
There's, like, a SWAT team, there's, like...
Oh, yeah.
They've got, like, a
the elf SWAT team?
Yeah.
I loved them.
That's a little too
like,
much.
the snow globe, that's just magic.
It is just magic. But also, like,
Everything
when he
is
lands, they like, boot him down, and, like, he, like, gets lowered on a platform, and there's, like, lights, and, like...
Because magic.
It's just, but if it's
anyway,
magic...
no, it was just always, like, a Christmas movie that, like, I never, like, minded watching. If it was, like, somebody was like, oh, we want to watch a Christmas movie, let's watch Santa Claus, I was never, like... I was just kind of like, sure, why not?
You know,
it's
movie,
like it's easily watchable.
In a similar vein that I've heard is very good, and I still haven't watched it. Arthur Christmas. He's like one of the sons of Santa.
Oh,
and like they're like,
I remember.
Yeah, I've heard it's really well made.
I thought you were talking about the one with Vince Vaughn.
That's Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
With Paul Giamatti as Santa.
You know what? I don't hate that movie.
You know, okay, wait. Another thing that Fred Claus reminds me of are all of the remakes of the Santa Claus, like all the
sequels.
Yeah, the sequels.
The second one. The second one like changed my sister's life because Charlie was older, the son, and had the biggest crush, and she sent like fan mail to him.
Wait, you just said Charlie had the biggest crush
on your sister?
No, I was stating that his name was Charlie.
Sent letters
because I said my sister had the biggest crush
on him.
On him. Sorry, whatever. On Charlie. And he was adorable. It was great. Yeah. And it has Juliet from Lost.
Is that, that's the one Claus. Where he like spray paints the gym and then he gets like arrested.
He has to get like married. He didn't know that he had to have a Mrs. Claus.
Charlie has to get married.
No.
Santa.
Okay.
What about a Mr. Claus?
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Let's talk about equality.
And then the third one, Jack Frost tries to take over, and I do love.
And there's like some weird plastic Santa.
It's what's it called? Martin
Freeman?
Short.
Martin Short. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I do love him, so he does play a good Jack. A whimsical Jack Frost.
Do you remember when Rise of the Guardians came out and everybody was obsessed with that Jack Frost voiced by Chris Pine?
I was thinking about having that as an honorable mention because I was like, no, it's not set in Christmas, it's set during Easter.
Yeah, it's an Easter movie.
There's a great Santa.
I think it's Alec Baldwin.
It is, but who has tattoos on his arms of naughty and nice, and I was always like, what? Santa, you tatted up?
It's got a weirdly good cast. It's Alec Baldwin,
Isla Fisher,
Chris Pine, Hugh Jackman, and Jude Law.
Yeah,
I love Jude Law.
Yeah, I like that movie.
The animation is pretty solid, but all I remember surrounding that movie was just like the fan art of like Jack Frost and Elsa. And we don't have to go into that.
And there was what was it? It was like Rise of the How to Train Your Brave.
Oh,
stop!
What was the other one? Was it Rapunzel? Was the last one? It was How to Train Your Dragon, Rise of the Guardians, Brave. And Rapunzel. It could have been Tangled. This was the other one, and oh my god, it was.
Let's not. Though, side note, I am so pumped for the third How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, it looks pretty baller.
Looks emotional.
That's a plug. Can you pay us DreamWorks?
That's my number 4.
This episode is brought to you by. Well, I can't say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I always loved it, and it came out in the year of my birth, so it's another one up for it.
The year of your birth, 1972.
94.
Yep, same thing.
Close enough.
All right. So my number 4, I'm Mimi, by the way, is White Christmas.
Oh, Irving Berlin.
Yeah. I just feel like this is like a Christmas movie on crack. And like
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Every song that comes on, it's just like a classic.
Oh, it's a musical?
It's a musical.
Okay.
And it's just like really, really sweet. And it's also really corny with like a terrible plot, but it's just you accept it because it's Christmas magic. Very similarly to my opinion on Love Actually. That's why these are like 4 and 5.
Many of like the Christmas movies, it's like maybe like the dumbest thing ever, but just remember, it's Christmas magic, guys.
That's how it all
that
works
is
out.
Most Christmas movies where it's like, but just remember, it's Christmas magic.
That's why I like a lot of like the Simpsons and South Park's take on Christmas, where it's just like. No, it isn't. Or they like bastardize the Christmas magic. I forgot to mention in our Christmas specials going back, the South Park episode Red Sleigh Down. Fantastic. It's where Santa tries to bring Christmas to the Iraqis because Cartman tells him to, because Cartman needs more nice points because his naughty, nice accountant said that even if he cured AIDS and cancer in the same week, he would still end up owing Santa 2 presents. And then Santa's sleigh gets shot down over Iraq, and they have to go rescue him with Jesus, and it's fantastic.
Jesus Christ. Okay, go on.
Santa gets
go on about White Christmas. Go on about White Christmas.
Mr. Christ. Mr. J. Christ. I feel like there's just like, I don't know, it's just a Christmassy movie.
Would I know any of the songs?
Yeah, I mean, it's White Christmas. Like, they open in, like, Vietnam or Korea. Mm-hmm.
And the musical on Broadway had Corbin Bleu in it.
Corbin Bleu?
Yeah.
Honestly, a king.
I think he might have been nominated for a Tony or something.
Does no wrong.
Yeah, he was in Godspell.
He was on Dancing with the Stars.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That shouldn't count. He's like a dancer.
They have so many dancers, but it's like they're learning like ballroom, and it was great because whenever they did like, they always do like this thing on Dancing with the Stars, like 1 week it's like my most memorable year, and they kind of like do like their dance like.
Did he do?
And he at the end of his was like being in like the first High School Musical because it kicked everything off for him, like even like more so. And at the end he did like the what team, and the entire audience was like Wildcats.
I'm like tearing up right now.
And then he did it like again, and then it was like Wildcats, and everyone's like, get your head in the game. And I was like, this is terrifying, but also. What a star.
Honestly,
so are you saying that Corbin Bleu is the modern day Freddie Mercury, except instead of going,
yes. What team? Wildcats. Get your head in the game.
Oh my God. Do you need water?
No.
Do you want some coffee?
Yeah. So that's about Corbin Bleu. No, thank you.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
I hate you both. So that's nice.
Yeah.
When did it? Is it old?
It's like from the
30s.
50s, 40s?
I would say 30s. I think it came out.
No, not the 30s.
It's from the 10s.
No.
The 1910s.
I was like, 2010s?
I'm looking it up.
I'm going to say 1947.
I'm going to say 1939.
All right.
Come on.
Drum roll, please.
Wait,
Here we
has
go.
it ever been a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. I don't think it's called Irving Berlin's White Christmas, because that's the song. But it's just white. Yeah, there you go.
1954.
See, I told you.
For some reason, I thought it was in black and white.
No,
so
it's in full Technicolor, bitch.
Oh, it's Bing Crosby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full Technicolor.
Bing.
Bitch.
Could you imagine, like, having your name be Bing?
Was that like a nickname though?
I think that was his God-given
his real name was
birth
Harry.
name.
Harry Lillis.
Who
in
the fuck
quotations,
names their child Bing?
Crosby.
Who do you think does that?
Not only
Chandler's parents.
or one of
his last name?
The least liked search engines.
My God.
Alrighty. So we're on threes now.
Three.
My number 3 is Love Actually as well. Came out November 14th, 2003. On a budget of $40 to $45 million, it made $246.9 million on a budget of 45.
Dude, yeah, it has it all.
So why I like it, it has a fantastic ensemble cast, which we discussed, and it juggles everyone's story very well. I think everyone has someone to relate to when you're watching it. Like, who do you guys relate to? Well, we already found out what Mimi.
You can find out in a little while about mine.
I would say I probably relate most to the little boy who.
Thomas Sangster?
Yeah. Or.
My God, I love him.
Or
so
the Prime Minister's story. Either one of those are those are like my two favorites.
Hugh Grant.
He's such a.
What, when he's dancing through like the.
Yeah, or just Hugh Grant's character in general. I don't know if I really like the story with Keira Knightley, or if I just like that because it has Andrew Lincoln in it. I like
Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley's great.
And Chiwetel Ejiofor as well.
And also, it's like one of the only movies where Keira Knightley's not playing like a period.
I was just about to say, like, it's really interesting.
Like drama. I love her so much.
I know, and it's really interesting.
There's like a meme where it's like Keira Knightley getting a call about a movie, finds out it's not a period piece, and just hanging up.
No, she like apparently the reason she only does periods is because she says like the emotions are able to be like way more accurate and like more human.
I just love it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Pride and Prejudice is my favorite movie.
Oh, dude, Anna Karenina. Baller.
I can't believe you didn't mention
Pirates
this,
of the
but it
Caribbean.
has a banging soundtrack and a great
it's a
Yeah, it does.
theme tune.
Yeah, it does.
And like a good score to it as well. The jokes still generally land, specifically Rowan Atkinson's whole character with the "Would you like it gift wrapped, sir?"
Oh yeah.
And then he does the whole thing.
Alan Rickman.
It gets Christmas in England so
would cheat on
right.
Emma Thompson.
Like that is.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I said it gets Christmas in England very right. Like
See,
that's like the
I wouldn't
fucking
know that, but you would.
atmosphere over there.
What's
like
Christmas in England like, Daniel?
well, it's because
Christmas on Christmas.
over there, I think they don't really separate church and state or something like that as much.
At the church service on Christmas Eve, they sing "Happy Birthday" to Jesus.
Well, the one that I went to,
the one that he went to
but
twice.
so
Twice.
Wow.
everyone's pretty unapologetically Christmassy.
Yeah.
It's like freaking everywhere. It also helps that the town that I would visit, where my mom lives, was just ranked like
She doesn't
by
live there anymore.
one magazine.
So you can say where it is because it has a pretty.
Well, she
famous
still
church.
lives in the general area. It has a famous
it's a famous
cathedral, let's just say. It was just ranked like the #1 best place in the world to be at Christmas time because it just has
Seriously?
like such a great atmosphere because it's kind of like old looking, snow, tinsel,
very pretty.
lights.
Tinsel
It's
town.
fantastic.
Old
Christmas
buildings
carols
that like
playing.
been covered in snow. It just
I
looks
love that.
gorgeous.
That's how my dad's town is.
And like this is also like a really good love letter to London. It's very, very does a very good job of encapsulating. Like I've traveled. I know
Liam
this.
Neeson.
Liam Neeson's niece son.
Liam Neeson's Neeson.
Like as you guys know, like I like go. I like go.
I've been there.
I'm like English. Like,
Did you guys know that Dan?
Have you guys like seen my 23
have you guys
and me?
Is British,
traveled?
but he's the only one in his family that was born here in New Jersey of all places.
Yeah.
Trash. You trash boy.
Baller ass turtlenecks all around is a positive. Everyone has at least one good turtleneck.
Especially in 2003, that was like
what's
the year
the one
for
actress's
turtlenecks.
name?
Yes.
Who works for Alan Rickman? Who like her
know.
brother is.
Oh my God,
One is-
Laura Linney.
Laura Linney looks great in this movie. You see her boob. Boobs, plural. But yeah, but she's just great at it.
Wow.
I love Laura Linney.
And it's paced really well. It's kind of long, but it doesn't really feel that long. Let me
I
see
like it
what the
because it's one of those
runtime is.
movies where, like, yes, it follows like many different stories, but then at the end you kind of find out how each one is connected to like the other.
Yeah, like
and I do
Pulp
like that.
Fiction,
It's
but
136 minutes long, so it's it's 2 hours and
Like, he's
16
just not
minutes,
that
and it
into
doesn't
you.
really feel it. It's nice.
Colin
Yeah.
wow.
Firth is a sad
Dang.
little writer boy.
Wait, so
I love
Memes,
it.
did you actually say who you relate to most?
No, I don't think I
Or is it
relate
just
to
Martin
anyone
Freeman?
specifically most. I just like Martin Freeman.
His story.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 3.
Schlock.
My number 3 is Home Alone 2 from 1992. We're back at it again with Kevin McAllister. I literally have in it was in it.
Oh,
The
yeah, he
main
was.
Star of the show.
Split second. Cool.
Man himself.
So in this one, no, they don't leave him at the house by himself. They're all at the airport to go on vacation, and he loses them, accidentally gets on the wrong plane. He goes to New York while they go to, I forget which tropical
France.
place. It's not. I thought they were going tropical.
Oh, sorry, it's
No,
France in the
France is
first,
the first one,
yeah.
They go to like Florida or something,
Yeah.
and
Jamaica.
And
in the second one.
his dad like dropped his wallet, so he actually has his dad's wallet. So he uses all of his dad's credit cards. and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
Checks into hotels, spends so much fucking money. Oh my god, Tim
Alan.
Curry? Tim Curry is in
Tim
it.
Curry? What was he? Who was he?
He's the head. He like runs the hotel that he stays
He
in.
doesn't
Shut
run
up.
it.
Wow.
He's like a manager.
I didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
Yeah. He looks great.
Yeah, he always looks great.
And
like,
he's great in it.
He's
Gets
just
that boy.
he's just Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
I just said that so weird.
I always loved it because it made me like a little bit more sad because I was like, he literally like has no idea where he is. At least in the first one, he was like at his own like home. He knew like his neighborhood. And this one, I was just like, Kevin.
You can never
He
be
makes
lost
friends.
in New York.
He makes friends with a pigeon lady who's like the sweetest lady in the fucking world. He stops the bad boys, the sticky bandits.
They're the sticky bandits
from,
now. Well,
from
I
robbing a donation bin like money and stuff at a toy store.
But how does he know that those boys don't need the money?
The
don't
two
need it.
bandits.
They don't need it. It's just really good, and it's just like it's New York at Christmas, which is like it's like gorgeous. Like he ends up meeting his like mom like in front of the Christmas tree, and it's just beautiful.
At the Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, and it's just like
The Rock.
The whole movie is so goddamn Christmassy. Not even just like they might not even be like talking about it, but like he's running around New York the entire movie,
Christmas.
and New York at Christmas is very, very pretty.
Oh yeah,
like the lights and the beauty, and
and for this,
and then booby traps. Am I right?
And for this one, the parents kind of feel less guilty, and you can't really blame them because he was the one who. It's like kind of Kevin's fault.
No,
How
mom
the fuck
still
was he
feels like
able
shit the entire
to get
time.
on the plane though if his ticket was wrong. Like
He just kind of like slid on and said
Wait,
that
so
his
he went too
because he's a
long?
little kid and he was like my parents like are already on this. They were like, oh, you gotta run.
Pre 9/11 world.
Yeah,
Wow.
92.
Wait, no, didn't what?
It's
year?
92.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
90 years before.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that
because he's like
Love
my parents
Actually
like are on there,
is-
so they're like, oh, like get on like the flight and like get him in like a random seat. They're like, and we'll help you find like your parents.
Love Actually is set in a post 9/11 world. They even mentioned 9/11 in the opening monologue.
But yeah, it's just I love it, and I love Kevin McAllister. Like,
Oh, he's going through some times right now.
but that was his final Home Alone. He wasn't in any of the others.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah.
They got worse and worse. The
I know.
first two are excellent. Oh, because I was tapping down there. My bad. All right. So yeah, that's my number 3.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Gotta love
it. Pull this little baby up. So my number 3, I put The Polar Express.
Dude.
I don't dislike this movie. I never
Yeah.
loved it, but I don't dislike it. I actually watched it recently with the baby, and she really liked it.
Babby!
She is a babby. isn't she?
Babby.
I don't know
You're
what
gonna
it
see
is
that
about
babby.
this movie.
You're gonna see the babby today.
It's just so.
I like the hot
boring to me.
the hot chocolate scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Hot,
like
hot.
there's no like rhyme or reason. Like there's really no
There's
like,
no plot.
Yeah, no, it's
That's why I don't like
literally like this kid is asleep.
I just always felt
like
bad
there's an
for him.
earthquake and then he just runs outside and he's on this fucking ghost train.
It's great.
And Tom Hanks is every
Tom Hanks
character.
plays 6 characters.
Yeah.
Voices minimum 6.
Josh
Doesn't he
Groban.
play the main character
Yeah,
as well?
he plays
No.
the main character. He plays the conductor. He plays the
He
ghost.
doesn't play the main character.
Like, he plays like
Yeah,
the little
yeah,
boy.
little
Like,
boy.
Well, he plays the narrator.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah, the narrator, but he doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's narrator, the random homeless guy on top of the train,
the ghost.
the conductor, the ghost, Santa Claus, and there's one other.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Tom Hanks.
think-
I
I love Tom Hanks.
and I love the book.
I
The
won't.
Polar
I
Express.
was for a long period of time. I was really like scared to see an article with like his name in it, but never did. Didn't have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like that
During
like,
that
it just,
time of everyone
dying.
coming forward. No, well, yes, dying, and then the time of everyone coming forward.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, do you know how
There
frightened
was
I
an
was?
Onion
Oh, yeah.
article that was like another woman comes forward to accuse Tom Hanks,
And then it was like
of
being a
nice.
great guy.
Like,
being
true.
super- Like yeah, for a while I was like
Tom Hanks plays
Is it 5
Hero
or 6?
Boy, Father, Conductor, Hobo, Scrooge, and Santa Claus.
See, I
Okay,
mean,
so 5.
like literally, what's worse than
The Scrooge is
a movie without Tom Hanks? Nothing. So this is like, I feel like this is up there for me because it's just kind of like traumatizing
it
to
was
the
one
children.
of like those things, yeah, where like the animation was
It's kind of
so
fucked up.
like terrifying.
I'm so glad
It
they
was-
stopped doing those movies.
Yeah,
They
no,
were like
it's
it was trying to make it like look like so real that it
Yeah.
like scared people.
Yeah, it
And
was.
the thing is, it's
like the
also
Uncanny
directed by
Valley.
one of my favorite directors, Robert
mean,
Zemeckis. I
yeah.
just don't like it. I have no. It's just,
The elves kind of
It's just
bothered
nothing
me.
to
They
me.
were all very old, like men elves with like goatees,
and they were
shit.
like really
and their
small,
voices were like
really weirdly
yeah.
sized.
Yeah,
Like the
they were scary.
proportions were a little
But
bit
like
off.
but overall, it's not a bad movie.
No, I don't think
cute.
so. And I love
Hot chocolate.
the theme with Josh Groban's like it's a classic. Every
It
time
does have good
you hear
music,
it,
I'll
yeah,
give you
it's
that.
like very rising. You know, like it really like brings up that whole like I'm a child on Christmas and I don't believe in Santa,
Yeah,
but now I do.
takes him a while, and then he finally hears the bell.
Exactly.
Oh. And then the ticket. I always wanted one of the tickets.
Oh yeah, and I
Start
love
off with like
the
random like letters,
sounds.
and he was like, "What?"
So
and then
good.
at the end, it got to have something.
Yeah,
The one kid, it like changed it. It was cool.
it was cool. But yeah, that's my number 3, Mr. Polar Express.
all right.
The Mythska. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Home Alone.
True.
First one?
Yes,
Okay.
released.
Now, I just want to say real quick, Home Alone 2 was on my list because I've seen it like thousands of times more than I've seen the first one, so it's in my head.
This was released November 16th, 1990. It was directed by Chris Columbus. And this was like fucking when John Hughes was at the height of his goddamn power. He just came off of the 80s where he basically defined filmmaking for a lot of future generations and had like 10, 12, 13 just bangers like one after another. A really good decade for him. And it was just Chris Columbus and John Hughes, both really, really great, coming together to make this. But not only that, music by John Williams, which is fantastic.
Really? I didn't know that.
Macaulay Culkin, America's sweetheart at this point.
Who plays the mom? I love the mom.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
I
my God.
always thought
So it's the mom in
Anastasia.
Beetlejuice.
I always thought Anastasia in the animated Anastasia movie looked like Catherine O'Hara.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like a young
I always thought
Catherine
that was her, not Meg Ryan, who played her.
Oh, no, but
It's not
such a
like
good
meant
movie.
to look like Meg Ryan or anything.
Let's do the next podcast we're doing just devoted to Anastasia.
We saw it on Broadway. It was, oh my God.
Wow, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
So like, it just
Sorry.
also has some great characters in it, like Kevin. I personally relate to being like the youngest cousin, youngest in the family.
The baby.
He's got some great character growth. He goes from an annoying kid who like is scared when someone knocks on the front door, even though it's a police officer at that point, and probably could have helped him, to,
Look, then he went
going out to defend his thing. But that also, I saw someone point this out, that it makes the second one a lot more mean-spirited because he's literally seeking out these guys to attack them. He could have just not paid attention.
They found him first and then tried to like take him, but then he escaped. So then he was like, you know what? Because he heard their plan.
Throw hands.
And he left like a note for the police.
True. He's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And the Wet Bandits are fantastic.
Quick, this movie taught me, as like Disney movies taught me to be scared of like the old people that are near you, but this one taught me, no, the weird old neighbor next to you is not actually scary. He's just a good man.
The Wet Bandits are great. We've got Daniel Stern, who plays Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years. He does like the voiceover future Kevin Arnold.
Sweet.
And Joe Pesci, who literally just came off of doing Goodfellas. So actually, when they were filming this movie, they had to do a couple of scenes over again because when he would like ad lib and get like mad, he would start dropping he'd start saying fuck. And they'd be like, it's a kid.
I always loved him in My Cousin Vinny, and when I realized that they were the same person in Home Alone,
yeah,
I was like, what? What?
Catherine O'Hara as Mrs. McAllister, she is one of the great movie moms, I think. And she's kind of the deuteragonist of this. She's a secondary protagonist, like
she's
to his story. It also has some really good, like the little details in the side characters, like really improve it. Like
the polka group.
you have John Candy, as some people think he's playing Satan. She literally says before he shows up, I'd sell my soul for like a ticket or something like that. And then he's like, hey.
Oh my God.
I'll give you a ride.
Wow.
And you got the neighbor, you got all the cousins. Like the opening 5-10 minutes are really well put together. It introduces all the members of his family, one of the villains. It shows you the layout of his house. It introduces you to the side character, like the guy with the shovel. It also just kind of gives you like a general gist of where Kevin is within his family. Yeah. It's got that great shot. The part with the Fuller, easy on the Pepsi. And then he's like, in the background. He's a Culkin as well.
And he peed the bed.
Yeah, I think he's the one who was in Scott Pilgrim as well. I think it's Rory.
Oh.
No, not Rory.
No, it's not.
Rory's the one who's in Scream 4. Oh, fuck. It's one of the other Culkins. There's so many of them.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, I didn't know there were multiples.
Yeah, there are.
People have siblings. Did you know that?
That's crazy. I don't know anything
Only child here,
We've also got the Santa Claus, who's also played by John Hughes. And we've got the store attendants at all the different stores he goes to.
Mm-hmm. I love what just good movies. It always, but honestly, that it made so many kids wish that somebody broke into their house that they could booby trap their entire house. It.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Like,
let's just booby trap a house no matter what.
17, or Edge of 17 with Haley Steinfeld. She's talking to like the one guy, and she was like, "This house is so like big, and like you're here like alone all the time because his parents like travel." And she's like, "You know what you need? You need a burglar to come in so you can booby trap him and home alone him." And I was like, "Yes,
I would love that.
Everyone needs that at least once."
I think that'd be just like in general a fun, quirky game to play on your roommates.
Oh God, don't booby trap your roommates when you get home.
Look out, Ileana.
Also, the slapstick is really, really funny.
Yes.
Throughout it. I think it's well executed.
It's a hard art to perfect.
The first one is the one where he puts his head in the toilet, right? But there's like alcohol in it. Or is that the second? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Second one has one of the best ones where he electrocutes himself.
Painful.
Yeah, and they get really, really dark in the second one with the attacks.
Like, they should be dead.
There's that there's that one movie, the Better Watch Out movie we watched, where the kid and his friend are arguing throughout the entire movie whether or not a paint can would kill someone, and then at some point it is done on someone else, and it just like takes his head off.
Oh my God!
It's like a horror movie kind of.
All right, my number 2. Mm-hmm. It's Love Actually.
Oh my God, I hate us.
Now the thing with this is, it was never a child.
Actually, is all around.
So it was never a childhood like movie for me. I actually didn't see it until after I started.
Nobody's childhood movie. It's R. It's like
it came out in 2003, but I'm saying like boobies. I never saw it when I was like little. Whatever. In England, you literally can watch anything at any age. And it's an English movie. I think so. They put anything on TV. But anyway, I didn't actually see it until like I had started dating Dan because, you know, British boy, British movie, whatever.
It'd be like that.
English.
It has just like all of the precious ones in it. All of them.
I know.
Except for like 2 people that like I hate in the movie. But that's about it. Like
the actors or the characters?
Let's start some the characters. Who do you hate?
The bitch
Alan Rickman's character.
Alan Rickman's character and his like assistant.
Okay.
That's who I hate.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention.
Who else would I hate?
It has such like a following that they even did a short, like 15-minute sequel to it
for
year.
Red Nose Day.
Yeah.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah. And they got almost everyone.
Yeah, they purposefully didn't get Emma Thompson back.
Or Alan Rickman.
Because Alan Rickman died, so they didn't want to have her character.
Yeah, they didn't want to resurrect him from the dead. That's always a mess when you have to do that.
They didn't want to make it sad. They wanted to keep it happy.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can't have her character without mentioning that like he has died.
In fact.
But I was like, it's such a good movie. There is a little bit of sadness with Liam Neeson's character because like his like wife died and he's like trying to like raise her son and stuff, but like it gets so wholesome and they get like such a good relationship.
Yeah,
because he was his stepson. Okay, Thomas Sangster.
Okay,
who's like actually like 21 in that movie and he's playing like a 6-year-old.
So what character do you relate to? Oh, I also forgot to mention Spider-Man Boy, who's in like one shot of the movie. He's in the Christmas pageant. He just has a face paint of Spider-Man on.
That's you. That's literally you every day of the year, no matter what.
Probably either the thick thigh GF of the Prime Minister.
Thick thigh emo
What's her name?
GF.
Natalie.
Or
would we say chubby? That's the best part.
He's always like the chubby one. He's like, sorry. Or honestly, just like Emma Thompson's character because of like her like momness in it. She's a mom, and the running around and like,
wow,
shut up, and just like her hecticness because I'm like, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I fucks with that. But also, I feel like I just relate to everyone. Yeah. The emotion and emo-ness of Thomas Sangster's character. Sorry, it's Thomas Brody Sangster.
Get it right.
He's a very emo child, and I'm like, I fucks with that.
Me too.
Liam Neeson, I fucks with him. Laura Linney, hi.
Jess, you get around.
I just love everyone.
I know.
And like, you know, it's just like, it's like an emotional movie.
You know how that makes me feel? Why would you say that?
I'm just like, no, you have to act like you're fine. But like, you're not fine. That's me watching that movie. I have to pretend that I'm fine when I'm really not fine. Colin Firth, like, learning, What does he learn? What language? Shit.
Portuguese.
Portuguese, and she was like learning English.
Oh my god!
And I have a friend who watched Love Actually illegally, like online, because they didn't want to buy it. So they like found it on like some like streaming website, and it didn't have the captions for that scene. What? So she's texting me like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Also, the
like,
captions are like,
I was like,
funny because it's like he's saying stuff wrong. Yeah,
Portuguese. Yeah, I was like, wait, so you have no idea like what he was saying? She was like, no, and I was like, the scene is just ruined for you. That
I know,
like,
that's a classic.
What do you mean?
I think that's my one of my favorite storylines.
It's just so cute.
It
is cute.
It's beautiful.
What other storyline? And then everyone's like connected. And I love movies where it's like everything ends up being connected. It's
Pulp Fiction.
No.
Yes.
It's the Pulp Fiction of Christmas movies.
Yeah, more like Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
There you go.
You like the vignettes.
Yes.
The montage.
So it doesn't feel like
montages.
Vignette, whatever. And the performance at the school of All I Want for Christmas Is You was a fucking banger and a bop. And that girl did great.
Fuck. Also, I was wrong. Corbin Bleu was not in White Christmas. He was in Holiday Inn.
You fucked up.
Goddamn idiot.
The other Irving Berlin musical.
Yeah, the other one that's exactly the same plot with new characters and new setting.
All right. I'm moving on.
All right.
Time for your number 2.
Number 2?
Meaning, take a number 2.
All right, I'll be right back. That coffee has kicked in. Okay, my number 2, it's like, this for me is like, it's adaptable. Like, it kind of morphs to whatever it needs to be.
Okay.
And it is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh.
Because there's Christmas in like one scene. I feel like that scene where like they wake up on Christmas Day.
It is really cute because after like a few years, you go back and you watch it as like an older person and you're like, wait, this is like the first Christmas that I really like.
I know. See, like now you're tearing up. And they're like, Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Like, never got gifts like that.
I know. Remember. This little orphan boy, and like obviously
it's just like, a little orphan Annie.
Little orphan Annie. There's like obviously other parts to the movie, but like that for me is like one like
that's cute that you went with that.
Sticks in my brain.
It's just very clear that Chris Columbus is good at directing Christmas.
Yeah. He's like, all right, what are we gonna do in
Christmas Columbus?
And well, yeah, they do have like they do have some Christmas like at some point in every movie almost, but that's like the one where you're like it felt like Christmas. It was Christmas morning. Yeah. It was adorable. Ron stayed at Hogwarts that year just for Harry because Harry didn't have anywhere to go home to.
Mrs. Weasley knitted Harry a sweater.
Beautiful. He got the invisibility cloak.
I know, and then he gets to see like his dad in the mirror of Erised and
sorry.
His mom. Don't forget his mom.
Fuck his mom.
Hey, Lily was great. Yeah, fuck you, chicken strips.
I don't know.
No, I understand. That scene always was like.
And then there's Hagrid dragging like the big
Christmas tree,
like fur. Yeah. Or, I mean, not fur.
It could be a fir. I don't know what kind of tree it is. I'm not good at.
What's the kind of? There's like a tree.
Yeah, like a fir. That's a type of pine tree.
It is a balsam fir. I think that's what it's called.
Yes. Or that's. I usually see that as like a scent of candle. So I don't know if that's just.
But I think it's a type of tree.
Yeah.
On our next podcast, join us where we talk about different
top 10 trees.
Top 10 smelling. Top 10 scents.
Top 10 best trees.
See if we can describe these scents to you.
To have for Christmas.
That's why perfume commercials are so weird because they're trying to sell something that you can't smell. Like you can't really see
Perfume what?
Perfume commercials.
Oh,
That's why they're always like so weird and strange because you can't.
So
you can't like show it like it's not like food where you can be like like look at it and you're like oh shit but it's just like it's like a liquid so you can't really look at anything, can't spray it out on the TV like that's why those commercials are always so fucking weird. I just always in my head the iconic one is always just the J'adore Dior or whatever,
or the Britney Spears one.
Oh my god, obviously
classic.
Okay, Dan, what's your
top number 1 perfume commercial?
Calvin Klein reaction.
Yeah, that's
although I do like the one with Julia Roberts where she's like the chain and she's like breaks free and I'm like yes, I don't even know what it's for. It's some perfume.
No.
See,
you don't know.
That shows that it's a bad advertisement if you don't remember what it's for.
It was for a perfume.
Yeah, but which one? That's what I'm saying.
The Julia Roberts one.
I get warm vanilla sugar from Bath and Body Works.
It smells like Julia Roberts.
My number 1 is not a surprise.
It isn't?
I know.
Hold on, wait.
No, I don't know what it is because I think.
Wait.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yes, that's Die Hard.
I thought you mentioned that in your honorable mention, but yeah.
No, this is my best Christmas movie. It's fucking
I know.
Because it is a
We
Christmas
know.
and I don't disagree that it's a Christmas movie, but like when I watched it, I was never like, I feel like Christmas.
It's got
until it was pointed out
Let
to
me
me.
go
Like,
through
yeah,
it.
Christmas.
It's got sleigh bells in the soundtrack
Sleigh bells
regularly.
jingling.
It literally couldn't happen if it wasn't set at Christmas because it's a Christmas party that they're going to. Also, because it's Christmas, that means that there's more lax security in the building. Because it's Christmas, he's in LA because he's visiting his family.
For Christmas.
There's fucking Christmas lights.
We got
He uses Christmas wrapping tape at the end of the movie. Like, that's a really integral part.
Who's the like, cab driver or whatever driver that is just great in it? He's excellent.
Oh, God. It's like Armand or like Armani or Argyle. There we go. Argyle is his...
The actor.
Oh, the actor?
What?
Armani.
Devereaux White?
I remember this
I mean, it's got Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman.
D. Will.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to say when it came out.
Wow, Alan Rickman was in a lot.
Getting red. Oh, wait. Harry Potter.
This came out
Actually.
Yeah, he's just
July
all over this
15th,
podcast.
1988.
I wasn't born.
It's
It's my
got...
dad's birthday. Not
the
1980.
freaking...
It's like, you were
Yeah, he's
born in
32.
like, what year?
Oh, shit. I can't remember his name. The dad from... what are the...
I got
Fuck, he
this.
plays...
What is the dad from?
He's from one of Reginald Vell Johnson. There we go. Plays Sergeant Al Powell. He's like from Family Tie.
Family Matters.
No, yeah, Family Matters. The one with Urkel. He plays the
Did
dad. in that.
I do that? But
also has
Julia White is not. in this
Paul
movie.
Gleason, who plays his higher up. He's the
Gleason
guy
is
from.
he related to any of the other Gleasons?
Liam Gleason.
No,
no
but
Liam
he's the
Gleason.
one who he's the
Liam
vice principal in the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
We've got William Atherton as Richard Thornburg, like the reporter is a douche. It's just got such a great
Isn't
cast.
the villain? Isn't Alan Rickman named like Hans?
Yeah, Hans Gruber. I'm afraid Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the remainder of his life. And it's just got such a great main character. John
The one thing
McClane,
that
he's
I
just
know
like
is
an
like
everyman.
The thing that like I know is like amazing about like John like is it McClane or McCain?
McClane.
McClane.
John McCain.
That's why I was like really confused for a second. I was like, wait, it's not McCain. Is it?
He is one of my favorite characters in time. A true war hero.
the
Honestly,
fuck up.
R.I.P. John McCain. Like,
Okay.
sorry.
Anyway,
I gotta go.
So that bothered me, but apparently was like a big like plot point. But it always got on my nerves is that he's not wearing shoes.
Yeah, that's the point.
I know, and like I understand that it's like part of like the plot, but I was always like, oh, you're making my feet hurt.
That's why it's like that. It's a limit of his character.
Because some asshole was like told him to take off his shoes because he had like a flight or something.
On the flight into LA, the guy that he's sitting next to is a businessman. He's like, "You nervous about flying?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't do it too often." And the guy's like, "Yeah, I do it all the time. What I find really helps is when I get to my place or wherever I'm staying, I take my shoes and socks off and make little balls with my fists on a carpet. That really helps like get you actuated or whatever." So he's doing that,
and then
when the terrorists come in and start, attacking.
he doesn't have shoes for the entire movie.
Okay, I must have blacked out at that part because I don't remember that at all.
It's got like a great kind of twists and turns throughout the story.
Aren't him
John
and his wife
McClane is
kind of
fucking
like,
the iconic. It's not only one of the best Christmas movies. I would argue it's probably the best action movie ever
The
made
best?
as well. Probably the best
Have you
action
not
movie.
seen Geostorm?
And
Sorry, it showed up on demand the other day, so I was like, "Oh God, Geostorm!"
look, it's about a guy who's separated from his family, stuck in a building with robbers in there, and he needs to trap and take care of those robbers in extraordinary ways.
Because he's a police officer,
Hey.
right?
At Christmas time,
Is he a
to
police
be
officer?
reunited with his family.
Is he a
Yo.
police officer?
Is this
It's adult Home Alone.
Oh
before
my
Home Alone came out.
God?
Mother of God! You telling me that he is the older Kevin McAllister?
Yes.
He just changed his
He
name.
changed his name to
And also, he's 5. This is 5.
Witness Protection
Sorry, this is
Program.
2 years before Home Alone came
Yes,
out.
it's because
This is also pre 9/11.
Home Alone actually took place in like in the 60s.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, it's just got such a great cast. Sergeant Powell is great. A lot of the supporting characters kind of have their own arc in it. So specifically Powell, the officer that he's talking to a lot of the time. You've got that douchey...
Like, who is this guy in the building?
The douchey traitor guy with the Hans, Booby, I'm your white knight. And then Hans shoots him in the head.
Nice.
Nice. Finish her.
Fuck you.
Such a great movie. A great finale to it as well.
How many sequels are there? But the sequels are not
4?
Christmas
There are
movies at all, right?
Yeah. Well, no, the second one. The second one is...
This is Die Hard... What's the second one called? I know there's one that's like A Good Day to Die Hard.
Die Hard, I think it's then Die Harder.
Oh my god.
And then Die Hard.
Better, faster, stronger.
Harder.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and then A Good Day to Die Hard.
So there's 5
Die
of them
Hard,
altogether.
the second one is also set. It's set on New Year's.
Which one's the best one?
The first.
The New Year's following that Christmas? Wow, what a rough week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is just going through it.
And the New Year's one is set in LaGuardia Airport, I think it is, which has also been taken over by
That reminds
terrorists.
me of the movie Unaccompanied Minors, not on my list, but it's a great Christmas film.
I forgot about that movie.
Great Christmas film altogether.
It's set in whatever airport is in Washington, D.C., that one.
Dulles?
Oh, it could be Dulles. I don't know. And
Okay.
yeah, it's just it's got everything right.
The movie at all.
Right, going for it.
I would never just be like, let's
I could
pop
not
that
improve
in,
upon
but
this movie.
I don't dislike it at all.
It is like every movie on my list is like a must-watch at this
And
time
B.
of year,
Willis,
and this is
beautiful.
solid for that.
B. Willie.
Yeah, Bruce Willis looks great in it. He's still got his hair going. He's
Bopping.
ripped,
Oh my god,
Does he
but
still
not
have
like hair in it.
but he's not like too ripped. Like he looks like
He's
a
lean.
regular body. Like he looks like he works.
So you're about to say he's a regular bodybuilder.
Just your friendly neighborhood body.
I mean, I forgot.
He just looks like he's a normal guy.
It's
Yeah.
quotable as hell. Like the yippee-ki-yay mother.
That's it. I was about to say Merry Christmas,
I didn't know that was
motherfucker.
That's also
Yippee-ki-yay,
the.
motherfucker.
Now I know what a TV dinner feels like, and all that stuff.
A TV
And
winner.
now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho, on the sweater that he writes out.
Do you have a sweater that says that?
No.
You should.
Should.
Maybe just Google something real quick.
Let me
Not
just
done Christmas.
Amazon this real quick.
All right.
It's
My number
great.
one.
And also in the
I'm
future,
sorry.
his daughter's played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and his son is
Love
played
her.
by Jai Courtney. So they grow up
That's a
pretty
good
fine.
name.
Why can't I picture Jai Courtney?
Oh, it's also it really
Is he
deals.
in MacGruber?
What? Hans
Courtney?
Gruber.
No.
Oh, he's in MacGruber. No.
Okay.
But also, I forgot to mention why I think it's a great Christmas movie is because it's a story about family and being together with your family.
And Christmas
and-
is all around us.
Yeah, and Christmas is everywhere in this
And
movie.
the feeling grows. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
My turn.
about togetherness and killing a man to save your wife. Because we all have to do
The
that
true
once in a
meaning
while.
of Christmas.
All right. So my numero uno is the 1966 cartoon How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, way better than Jim Carrey.
I mean, I love that one, but
Is that a Christmas movie? It's like
Yeah.
20 minutes long.
No, it's a Christmas
yes,
movie.
technically it is.
It counts. In the 60s,
I would say it's a Christmas short film.
No.
Film.
Yeah,
It's a movie.
exactly.
Boris Karloff is the narrator.
I thought we were
and the
doing
Grinch
like
for the
movies
minimum.
with like a theatrical
No,
release.
this counts.
This counts.
Yeah.
So back off. I don't have a backup. So Boris Karloff is the narrator and the Grinch. There is minimal talking in it though. Created by what? It's a
It was
movie.
a TV special.
TV special
God.
movie. Whatever.
We're canceling this podcast.
I can't go back now. It's I literally have. It's short. It's wholesome. It's more precious than any of the other Grinches. No offense, but there's a new cartoon Grinch that's going to come out. Came out. Wow.
Came out like a month ago.
We can go ahead.
Bad.
We'll go ahead and like fuck off because people are like, oh my god, they're finally doing a cartoon Grinch.
Yeah.
Bitch, we've been there.
What? Yeah, what are they
We done
referring
that.
to?
The roast beast looks the bombest in this one.
I love the way he cuts it.
The roast what?
The roast beast.
Oh, yeah.
The roast beast. I don't know why. I just always thought it was like super adorable. It made me happy. The Grinch isn't like quite as evil as they made him in the Jim Carrey one. He's just like a guy who doesn't like Christmas, but he isn't
There's no
like
baby Grinch.
There's no baby Grinch. The evil has been defeated in this one. I don't know why. I just like, because I love the story of like the Grinch, whatever, but this one is just a lot more wholesome. And like I said, it's minimal like talking. They were able to get the entire like story and like the point across without like just by like showing it. It was like it's so adorable and beautiful, and I love it.
No, I feel
and
like
it's
the
happy.
60s like it was really good.
Yeah, it was
like,
a happy
that
time.
and Charlie Brown are like a good tie.
It's directed by Chuck Jones, whoever the fuck that is.
Charlie Jones.
Charles Jones. Yeah.
I mean, it does have Boris Karloff doing.
I just said Boris Karloff. I already said Boris Karloff. He was the narrator and the Grinch.
He was
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
you find that Frankenstein is the man?
Jesus Christ.
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Oh, God.
Everyone's triggered in this room.
Yeah, so I always loved it. Have you guys both seen the cartoon?
I also just read online
because I love the Grinch.
That this movie
but like I
established the Grinch as being green because the book was produced in black and white.
It was a Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
D. Seuss.
I think it was a Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
This is one of Dr. Seuss's earlier pieces.
It was like the first depiction of the Grinch on television.
Do you think that this
has
was
a
like
100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
This was kind of like like a children's version of A Christmas Carol, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah. No, it basically is.
He doesn't get visited by three. He doesn't see his future or his past.
No, but he still like starts out as like
his heart grows 3 times.
Yeah,
and he starts off as a Grinch.
God bless us, everyone. Yeah,
a Grinch.
Yeah, no, I'm
a Scrooge.
I'm gonna stick with my theory.
All right, that's interesting of you. Yeah. Cindy Lou Who was always so precious.
You're
to me.
right, but you're wrong.
In any version, Cindy Lou Who is always precious, and I always wanted her hair. It's bopping.
Yeah,
take it.
No.
Cut that shit off.
But yeah, so I would just like, if I had to choose, I would rather watch that. And no offense to Benedict Cumberbatch or whoever else is in the new one, I don't think I'll be seeing you unless it's definitely for free. I'm not paying to see that. They made him like more of like a prankster than like a Grinch.
An evil.
In like all the trailers, he's just like,
I mean, the problem with
eat a pickle and
like,
throw it up into this jar.
With feature-length Dr. Seuss movies is that they're based on picture books that take maybe...
I fucking liked the Lorax and Horton Hears... No,
I'm saying
Hears
they're
really
based on books that take maybe 10 minutes to read to a kid.
And you have to expand upon the universe.
Like,
blow it up,
I'm waiting
and then you
for the day that they make Sam I Am.
You know, you start to like lose kind of focus on the real, like, the important parts of it.
Again, which is why I like this one even more, because...
Yeah,
it's about the time that you could like dramatically read it to your child.
It's not too much. Like it just has.
I want to see a short of Green Eggs and Ham.
I think that'd be a pretty.
I want to see a short of that.
Interesting. I don't know if I would.
And I would like the narrator to be Zac Efron.
That man, Zachary.
Zachary. But yeah,
I think you'll find this is an Efron.
But you guys good with my number one?
Efron.
You all right with that?
Yeah, I'm into it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Fucks with it.
I fucks with your vision, bruh.
It does count.
The criteria, but
it does.
You had more than half of your honorable mentions. It was more than half of your actual list, so I get this.
Yeah, this is Jess's.
I need this.
Requiem.
Requiem for a Dream. All right, what's your number one?
My number one is... I don't want to... it is Elf.
I was just going to say it's It. My number one.
The 2017 It. No, honestly, it's Elf.
Nice.
I feel like this was like one of the first Christmas movies. Yeah. It was like one of the first Christmas movies like I remember seeing. Like obviously Charlie Brown and Grinch. Like they like started
Charlie Brown though was always, my mom loves Charlie Brown, but it was never that entertaining to me.
Yeah, it's like a heartfelt thing, but like my dad would always cry during it, which would make me uncomfortable. So it was kind of hard to enjoy.
No, I don't want to picture your dad crying at Charlie Brown.
It was during when Linus would read like the Bible verse.
God.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
I did see the new Peanuts movie. Didn't hate it. The parents, like the adults, still like talking like that. And I'm like, yeah.
Wow, you guys do that really well.
It's more of a wah.
But yeah, I feel like like what you were saying about Home Alone 2, I think, and how it just like encompasses this like idea of Christmas in New York. Like that's the only, like literally since that movie, like I can't enjoy Christmas unless I'm.
They
in
do
New
the
York.
ice skating. They see the
go
tree.
to the Rock. Yeah,
He looks at every tree.
They go to FEO Schwartz.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No, they opened a new one. They moved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's not like the
It's not the
classic.
same.
You can't do the piano.
I know. It's ruined. But yeah, no, I feel like it's one of those movies that like not only kids can enjoy, but like it's genuinely funny.
Oh,
like
my parents fucking love it.
oh yeah, like the humor is so
Many
good.
adults.
World's best
We're
cup of
technically
coffee. Congratulations.
You did it! Congratulations! Like,
yeah. And then
the gum
yeah.
going through like the spinning door. Like as a child, for me, I was like, I always wanted to do that, and then I see him throw up, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Thanks for teaching me.
And then like they have like the jazz and like just all that stuff. I love it.
And when they do cut down a Christmas tree in that one, and then bring it into the apartment, but it's too large, so like the top of it is like. And then just when he goes to jump to get the star,
and he just falls over. And then when he's like, we elves stick to the 5 main food groups:
candy corn,
and syrup. And then the mailroom scene where he's like, I love syrup, and he just pours
syrup tastes different.
Shit ton of rum into his coffee.
My god, and ew,
it's a classic.
Like as a kid, I was like, oh my god, I'd totally eat that spaghetti that like he made. But no, it's like spaghetti with like sauce and all meatballs, and then
that should be
like,
binging
syrup,
with Babish's
chocolate.
next.
He probably has made that.
Yeah.
What?
Binging with Babish probably made
The spaghetti, candy spaghetti.
Oh yeah, he's
syrup.
definitely done it.
Let's watch that after we
And then
finish
he like
recording.
spit it out.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a good movie. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, thank you. That's my number one. I just love it. The one thing I will say though that harkens back to my first point of why I didn't like the Santa Claus, the whole thing with like the technology
With the sleigh.
was too much. It was way
It's
too
because
much
it
for
isn't
me.
running on Christmas cheer anymore, so they
Exactly.
did have to use the technology.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't
What
like
is the quote? Like, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And it's like,
but like it
I
doesn't
want to sing.
It doesn't
Can I just
like
leave?
have the plot rely on like this futuristic technology.
Yeah.
Like
I don't get in these movies, like Elf, like the Santa Claus, where Santa is very much real and nobody believes in, like parents don't believe in him.
then how do they?
Where the fuck do the presents come
I have
from?
thought about that, and I just kind
And
of
they
am like,
never address it in these. It can be addressed in one line where Santa's like, "Oh, due to the magic wearing off, the parents are convinced that they buy the presents, and I take the money from them."
Wait,
I take a cut.
guys, these are just movies. Santa is real. Oh my god, I almost said an awful thing yesterday. We were watching Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, and they're talking about reindeers, and Quinn was saying how they aren't like real, and I was like, well, in real life, like reindeers are real, like they're real, like the real ones, and then there are like the not. And then there are the North Pole reindeer that fly. But the other reindeer, I was like, I was doing that to like, well, those ones aren't real, but there are real reindeer.
You almost ruined
those flying ones just are fake shit.
Children, Jess.
3 of them.
3 children.
Yeah, no, but then I was like, no, they're like the North Pole ones. Those ones can fly, but the ones that don't live with Santa,
The Russian
the ones that like live in Canada, those ones don't fly.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was sort of like, wait, stop talking, Jess.
Abort mission.
I fucked up,
So,
but then I fixed it.
yeah, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks. And she was none the
Well
wiser
done.
because she was too distracted by Mickey.
Well, thank you for your list. This is the first time we've attempted something like this. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we had some nice convos about it. Thank you
Some
for listening.
disagreements, but we still listen.
You know, it's, and I'm sorry about everything.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated 2 of his movies.
Yeah.
Thank you
Like,
for listening.
it's not that I just don't like it, it's that I actively
Hate.
despise them.
Which ones?
to this episode. You
National
said
Lampoon.
it.
National Lampoon and
Christmas Story.
Yeah, I remember. That was a long time ago.
Thank you for listening to this episode.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amy, do you want to plug anything while you're here?
I mean, like, I don't do anything. If you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at Apple TV Official. All one word, all lowercase, no spaces, no dots. And that's me.
Awesome.
It's me.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at 10 for 10 pod on there. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. Just 10 for 10 podcast, I believe. Be sure to follow us on Spotify, Podbean, and iTunes / Apple Podcasts. If you're on Apple Podcasts or iTunes, be sure to leave a review. Give us a nice 5-star rating or 4-star, whatever. We'll give you a shout out if you give us a nice rating.
We'll love you.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
and
like,
you get a piece of our soul if you do it.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel because it automatically posts to YouTube, but we don't really like.
I didn't even know that, guys.
Where's the camera?
Who in the fuck?
And I forgot to mention this last week, but I've updated our website. So that's 10for10.podbean.com. That's the main one. What else is there? Be sure to.
We will probably be taking off a short amount of time.
Possibly.
We will be. During the Christmas and or New Year's week. Because
Jess is pregnant.
I want to see friends and I don't want to have to be stressed. No, I'm not. I want to see friends and I don't want to be stressed. And guys, it's that time of year where the emotions are running high. What is that?
That's Home Alone. Yeah. What's Elf? Elf has a good theme too. What does Elf's do?
And then, like, the Grinch is like, you're a mean one. Mr. Grinch.
And then Die Hard has like the ching, 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 ching. Like of the sleigh bells.
Like a horror movie.
Bells ring.
Like
oh god, that is too loud. Again, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Be sure to tell your friends, family. Be sure to
you love us, you hate us,
download us, give us a good stream.
Your boyfriend, your wife.
Honestly, the best way of getting us out there is if you tell people to check us out because your word.
You're
means
my
more
family.
Than ours. So thank you so much. Merry Christmas. We
wish you a merry holiday.
We wish you a merry
holiday. We wish you a merry holiday and a holiday.
And be sure to check out the movies that we mentioned.
New Year's, that's okay. Happy holidays.
If you want to find something to watch,
it's not the real New Year,
during Christmas time, and you can't decide. Check out any of the movies we did. Do you guys want to run them down real quick?
No.
We got... Okay. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
We got Love Actually 3 times.
Yeah.
Just watch it 3 times.
The Elf twice. The Santa Claus once.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies, babes.
I don't like that.
Goodbye. Just end it. This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.